skillet, put on the lid. Mamma's gonna bake a little shortening bread. That ain't all Mamma's gonna do. She's gonna make a little coffee too. Mamma's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mamma's little baby loves shortening bread.
Hi, welcome to another edition of Matt and Teri's Kitchen. I'm Matt, and I'm going to be making a pizza today. Ingredients. Let's go over ingredients first. First thing I got was obviously pizza dough, pizza crust. I chose not to make it myself. You can if you're adventurous enough to, but I just didn't have the time to let the yeast rise and all that scientific stuff. Anything else? Another thing that goes for pizza is some tomato sauce, always a staple, and some mozzarella cheese. And that's all you really need for a pizza. But today we're going to go above and beyond. So I grabbed a little extra feta cheese to put on there. You can also put different kinds of cheeses. You can also put things like different meats. But we're going to make a veggie pizza today. So I already cut up some bell peppers, some mushrooms, some tomatoes, and some sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to throw those all in the pizza. So when we come back, we're going to put together our pizza. See you soon.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get them set up.
Been waiting for you. So what I've done is I've already rolled out my pizza dough onto the baking sheet. What you want to do is spray with Pam first so it doesn't stick. And then it depends on how thick you want your crust, is how flat you make it or not. I'm using a square pan because I like square pizza, and we don't own a pizza pan. So the next thing we are going to, before I forget, make sure you preheat your oven 425. Ours is doing that right now. So first we are going to get our original tomato sauce, and we are going to kind of put it on here. What I like to do is I like to kind of put chunks in different places and then spread. To each his own. You can put as much or as little tomato sauce as you want on there. Kind of depends on how moist you kind of want your pizza. We're going for more of like a thin crust style, so we're not going to use too much. We're just going to spread out a lot. Okay, so we're going to spread here. Also, you can go as far out as you want on your sauce because it's your pizza. I know when you order pizza, there's always that little thick part of the crust that doesn't have any sauce on it, and it's no good because sauce is delicious. So let me put a little bit more on here. Just kind of find the spots that you want it on there. It's all personal preference. That's what cooking is about. There's a lot there. Okay. So our next plan of attack, we're going to put cheese on. We're going to use our mozzarella. And you can spread it on as much as you want. Fun thing that you can do if you make your own dough, say you have the time to, you get to do the cool flippy thing with your hand, pretend like you work in a New York pizza parlor. Okay, so we put on a little cheese there. Now we're going to put on our vegetables. I'm going to start with some of our mushrooms. We got a lot of mushrooms. That's okay. Vegetables are always good. Some people call fruit the fruit of life. I call vegetables the fruit of life. Then we are going to put some of our bell pepper on. You can cut them up as fine or as thick as you want. I cut mine up really thick. I like a hearty pizza. Okay, then we are going to put on our regular tomato. It's getting really full here. But that's okay, because we're going to be the ones that eat it. And it's always fun to use your hands when you're cooking. I know a lot of things you don't get to use your hands that much. Kind of spread them out. And last but not least, we got some sun-dried tomato. This will give our pizza a little zing. I cut it up a little bit more to make it easier to spread out. I don't like big chunks on there. Okay, so we don't have to, there are no rules or regulations to making pizza. Okay, my hands are a little greasy, so I'm going to rinse them off real fast. Cleanliness is close to godliness. Okay, and last we are going to add our feta cheese. If I can open it. I got a tomato basil feta cheese. I thought it would go good with all the tomato and sun-dried tomato. Now your cheeses are going to melt differently. The feta cheese isn't going to melt the same as the mozzarella, so it'll give a little different kind of texture to it, which is neat. You don't want to put too much on there because it has a different taste. And then we are going to go back over it one more time with a little more mozzarella. Not too much, just kind of make it melt all together. Okay, so we are going to put this in the oven. It's going to bake for about 17 minutes, and we will see you when it's done.
You'll sample Mrs. Lovett's meat pies, savoury and sweet pies.
Welcome back. Our timer has gone off, so we're going to check our pizza. It's been roughly 17 minutes. Alright. Now the pizza looks done, but we have to double check and make sure. So what I like to do is to grab a fork and kind of poke at the crust. See, you can, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's, you know, cooked in there. There's no doughy substance that comes up on the crust. So when we come back, we're going to let this cool off, we're going to cut it up, and we're going to taste it. And welcome back. Our pizza is ready to be cut up. If you don't own a pizza cutter, I definitely recommend you get one because they are a great invention. So what I like to do is I like to cut it up into different sizes. I like smaller size pizzas. I don't like big. And since we have a square pizza, I'm going to cut it into little squares. So, okay, so I'm going to do actually 3 rows. And if it's okay if you push over some of the toppings, you got to really dig in there. Alright, so we got a piece cut. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Looks so good. Okay, so let's do the ultimate test. Take a bite. That's really good. Sun-dried tomatoes. Add a lot to it. And then you get that different texture with the regular tomatoes. Really good. So, you guys, try this at home. I guarantee you it will be delicious. And another thing you guys can do with that pizza, make a salad. Put it on there, you know, kind of even things out. So we'll see you guys next time on Teri's Kitchen.